I've been asking many questions. I've searched for answers all these years. I'm in need of some direction to find out how I got here. I'm on a quest to find the answers, and I won't stop till I do. With my heart in mind, I will search and find till I find out what is true. I'll explore this world forever, and with every step I'll strive to better understand who I truly am and the reason I'm alive. Will you be my guest on this quest?
Ow! Oh, not again. Oh. Whoa! What a beautiful morning! Well, we're up and away at the break of day, at the peak of early morning. Staff in hand and eager band, our hearts are light as air. With a drum and fife, there is joy in life as our feet the earth are scorning. Off we start with joy in heart, with never a doubt or care. Up, up, marching along as we keep in time with a marching song. Up, up, marching along, and the questers are up and away. Well, hello, my quester community. It's been a while since we got out here in the great outdoors! Oh, but boy, has my soul needed a rest and recharge out here. You know, that song I was just singing a few minutes ago is one of my very favorite songs because it's the song my grandpappy used to sing to me and my brother whenever we would go with him on a road trip across the United States of America. We'd go camping, we'd sleep in a different park every single night, and then when we'd wake up every morning, he'd be singing that song. It's funny, those things from my childhood that have stuck with me as I've gotten older. And speaking of things from my childhood that have stuck with me since I've gotten older, I thought today, it's been a while since we've done a fireside story time, so I figured, let's do that. And instead of telling you one of my own stories today, I've got a book with a lot of different stories that my dad used to read to me when I was a kid. So I brought it out here to share with you guys. I'll be right back. There it is. Aesop's Fables. It's a book full of short stories, each one of which teaches a moral lesson. Now, the word moral has to do with what is right and what is wrong. And as the quester, that is one of my 5 big questions. What is right and what is wrong? It's a question of morality. It's a big fancy word, but that's basically all it means. It means knowing what is right, knowing what is wrong, knowing what is true, and knowing what is false. And ever since I was a little kid, that is a question that I wanted to know the answer to. How do I know what is really right and what is really wrong? And one of the things that I'm really glad for is my dad reading me some of these Aesop's Fables when I was a kid. Because they taught me to think wisely. They taught me to see the world through a different lens, I guess you could say. I've been thinking a lot about the question of morality, what is right and what is wrong. And, you know, I actually came up with a little song for it. It goes, what is right? What is wrong? Is there any way to know when I'm faced with a tough question which direction I should go? 'Cause sometimes I want to do the wrong thing even when my heart tells me no, and it's so distressing and so perplexing when I am just left guessing what is real, what is true, what is right, what is wrong. If I ever find the answer, I will write it in a song, and I hope that many others just like you will sing along, so that me and you will know just what to do when we discover what is real and true. Well, that's a little song that kind of sums up the question of morality. How do we know what's right and how do we know what's wrong? Well, sometimes reading little stories like Aesop's Fables can be a helpful guide, a helpful clue for me and for you to know what to do. And so, that's what we're going to do today, is read a few of the Aesop's Fables. Let's open up and see which one we're going to go to today. Oh, The Trees and the Axe, one of my favorites. A woodman went into the forest, kind of like we are right now, and he begged of the trees a small favor, for a handle for his axe. The noble trees at once agreed to so modest a request, and unhesitatingly gave him a young ash sapling, which is a small tree, out of which he fashioned the handle that he desired. No sooner had he done so than he set to work and chopped down the noblest and biggest of the trees. When they saw the use to which he was putting their gift, they cried, "Alas, alas, we are undone! But we ourselves are to blame. The little that we gave cost us everything. Had we not sacrificed the rights of the ash, we might have ourselves stood for many ages." Wow, that's kind of a crazy story. The woodman goes into the trees, into the forest, and he asks them just for something small. He's saying, I'm not asking for any big favors, just give me a young little small tree. I just need a little favor. And they should have said, no, that's our tree, that's our little guy. But they decided to sacrifice the little tree, and it cost them everything. He made an axe handle and chopped down the biggest and best trees in the forests, and they realized they were to blame. Let me ask you, what do you think the moral to that fable is? What do you think the lesson is that we're supposed to learn from that? If I had to guess, I think that the moral is, don't agree to doing little wrongs, because in the end, it may cost you a lot more than you thought. It may end up to a much worse situation than you expected. So, do what's right, even in the little things. Maybe especially in the little things. That's a great story. You want to read another one? Let's do it. Oh, here's a great one. This one is called Father and Sons. A certain man had several sons who were always quarreling with one another. Sounds like my family growing up. I've got 5 brothers and 2 sisters. You can imagine there was a bit of quarreling. And try as he might, the father could not convince them to live together in harmony and peace. So he determined to convince them of their folly, which means their lack of wisdom, by the following means. Bidding them to fetch a bundle of sticks, he invited each in turn to break it across his knee. All tried, and all failed. Then he undid the bundle and handed them the sticks one by one. They had no difficulty at all in breaking the single sticks. "There, my boys," said the father, "united, you will be more than a match for your enemies. But if you quarrel and separate, your weakness will put you at the mercy of those who attack you." That's a great story. What do you think it means? You know, if you have any thoughts or any ideas, you can always write me a letter and send it to my P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box 645, Jacksonville, Oregon 97530. I'd love to hear some of your favorite stories, or maybe some of your favorite fables. I could read them on the show. That would be so neat. But I think that this fable has a particular moral, an important lesson that it means for us to learn. And that is that there is strength when we work together. And on our own, we'll just easily be broken. That's why we all need each other. It's like that song we used to sing. Well, we all need a community. We all need a community. Whether you're outgoing or super duper shy, we all need a community. We all need a community in the times you're really happy and the times we need to cry. We need fathers and mothers. We need sisters and brothers. Like a book needs a cover, we all need one another. Well, we all need a community. We all need a community. And you can't spell community without you and I. I'm in a singing mood today, apparently. Well, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed our story time today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this campfire. I hope we can do this again soon. Maybe that's what we'll do for our next episode as well. Read a couple more Aesop's Fables. Learn a couple good moral lessons. Until then, well, you know what we always say around here at the Quester. But I apparently don't. I've forgotten. How does it go? It's been too long. Yes. Take care of those around you. Always lend a helping hand. Keep asking life's big questions and do your best to understand. Be the best and kindest you that you can possibly be, and seek truth along with love, which is the key that will set us free. I'm Russo the Quester, out here on a quest to find the answers. And until next time, keep asking life's big questions. I'll see you later, friends. Bye.